Good morning, all. Morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Jim and DLC. It's the morning after, the day after, the morning after last, where where we saw my football club, Chelsea, complete the set, winning the Conference League and being the first team in history to win all UEFA trophies. We see things that nobody has ever seen. The only club, the only team, the only club, we've won it all. We've won it all. We've won it all. Beating the Bitters 4-1. I think before last night, I think Spanish teams have won. I've won every single European final against 4 teams. Step forward, Chelsea Football Club, and we took care of business. We took care of business. So yeah, happy days. I know there's still some sore heads right now, but you know what? I think it's so worth it, especially on the back of securing top 4 and winning the Conference League was just the icing on the cake. What more can you ask? I'm going to reflect back on the season in just a moment, but I think first and foremost, I think we should touch more on the game itself. We are Betis 1, Chelsea 4 was the final scoreline. Another European trophy, and what more can you say? What can you say now? On the game itself last night, and I think we need to start with the lineup, because I'll be quite honest. When I saw the lineup, I thought I thought Mercer might go full strength. Reece James I can understand, because he ain't gonna play 3 days. He just played on Sunday. So I understood Reece James. I understood that. But one thing I did not understand was the centre back pairing. Levi Colwill and Tosin both on the bench, and Chalobah and Badiashile both came in. I find that quite weird. Jackson, we knew he was gonna play, so, because definitely it's quite clear we did need a striker on that pitch, and he did play. And listen, we took care of business, and we've done the job. But prior to that, I think prior to that in the first half, the players seem to forgot this is a fun, not a friendly. We were giving away sloppy passes, giving away easy balls, and we were quite slow in the first half. And Real Betis were the better team in that first half. Isco, 35-year-old Isco, just ran the show in the first half. And that's where the goal came from. It came from us giving away sloppy pass in, I think, on the halfway line. And Isco, time and space, finds the pass, and he finds Agbe where his guy was, and he puts the ball in the back in the net. And then Betis had it in their control. And by the way, it could have been more. It could have been And it couldn't be far, was it? We could have gone 2-0 down. Could have gone 2-0 down. Jorgensen kept us in that game. And that book from Chalobah as well. But I watched that first time. I look at that right hand side, and Gusto was struggling in the first half. He struggled in that first half, in particular. I mean, in the first half, I think that left winger for Real Betis, he had him on strings. He had Gusto on strings, and I was like, I mean, Mesca have to make changes. I thought he would go full strength. He did go full strength, except we made a few alterations. But so yeah, I think we knew that first half. That first half was wrong. First half wasn't good at all. So in the first half, but it was a game of two halves. But I think when we came up, but we come to the second half. Rescue knew he made a mistake. He made a mistake. He made the changes. He brought on James. He brought on Colwell. He brought on Dewsbury Hall and Sancho. These four coming on. I know Guyu came on later in the game, but the four subs that came on: James, Colwell, Sancho, and Dewsbury Hall. These four guys that came on, it completely changed the game. They changed the game, and we and since those changes, we just took over in the second half. We took over. Cole Palmer was finding more space on the right hand side, and he completely run the show. He run the show, setting up 2 goals. The first one finding Enzo Fernandez, delicate header. He just glides it in, and we get level. And then 3 minutes later, we go 2-1 up. Palmer again, on the right hand side, finding play. Dixon turns, puts the ball in, and Jackson, all he has to do, heads it in. He will make it 2-1. Get 2-1, but 2-1, and Real Betis had no idea what just hit them. But we had another opportunity to put this game out of sight. Jackson had the time and the space, led the counter attack. This came after Real Betis just had the corner, defended well. We hit him on the counter, and I thought Jackson should have at least squirted to Sancho, but hey. But it doesn't matter because Sancho had other ideas. Dewsbury Hall intercepting the ball from Real Betis after their throw-in. He finds Sancho, and then Sancho just curls it in top right-hand corner. Adrian had no chance in goal, and you're thinking that was the final. That's the trophy set and sealed. But Moses Caicedo had the final say. He made sure that he made sure things and scores a brilliant goal. Chelsea's player of the season, and he finished the job with goal. We went on to win the trophy. Honestly, a complete contrast to the first half to the second half. The first half we just looked lost, but the second half we just turned it on. And I need to pick up the team and the players and the Marescas, especially for the second half performance, because at 1-0 down, you thought to yourself, oh, this is going to be sticky, but we come on second half, the spirit, the fight, the heart, the show, desire to come from behind and really just take the game away from Real Betis, and it was a demolition job. And all in all, It's ended us winning the trophy, and I want to pick up a few individual performances. Palmer was excellent, excellent, excellent. Second half, he completely ran the show. First half was Isco, second half was Palmer. He ran the show in the second half. Man of the match as well. I mean, the midfield, Enzo, Calcedo, best of the bad bunch. Best of the bad bunch. The bad bunch. Bad bunch. Bad bunch. And you see the and bad bunch. Reece James, especially when he came on. Reece James came on, he was excellent. And this is why we play so much better when Reece James is on that team. On that team. And boy, when he gets to full fitness come next season, when we see him at his best, and when he's fully fit next season, oh boy, we're gonna see the best of Reece James. You just hold on to that. Badiashile was suspect at times. Was suspect in the first half. I mean, there's no surprise Leroy Cole came on for him, and Leroy Cole was excellent when he came on the second half. I thought Chalobah was decent yesterday. Kukurea, as always turned up. Gusto struggled. But I don't want to. Do you know what? It's not just 11 players, but the whole squad done their job. They just the players that came on. The whole team in particular played well today. Played well yesterday, especially in the second half, and we're just going to complete the set. We've completed the set. I mean, what more can you say? I mean, it's an amazing feeling, and see Reece James lifting that trophy as captain as well. It's a blessing. It was great to see. It was so great to see, and I've missed this feeling, guys. I've missed that feeling. Chelsea lifting trophies. Our first trophy under Blue Co and Clear Lake. Our first trophy since 2021. Honestly, it feels so good to see my football club get their hands on that trophy and just see what it can do for these group of young players. Let's remember this is the youngest Chelsea side, and to achieve what they've gone to achieve what we've just gone to achieve, to achieve what we just done, winning the trophy, clinching top four, you gotta say salute to the players. And if we're gonna look back on the season as a whole, league wise, and plus the Conference League, the fact we won a trophy, you gotta say it's been a successful season. We started well this season. The first part of the season we started so well. We were flying, and we were second at that time, and people and fans tipped us to probably be title contenders. But I think ever since December and post Christmas, we've fallen off a cliff, and performances dipped. Results haven't been good. Results have been poor. And I thought to myself, yo, Chelsea, are we gonna ever come back? I was like, will this team ever get top four? Will this team ever compete? But, and the pressure, and even me, because if I know things haven't been good enough, I'll say as it is. Because there've been times where I've been criticising the team a lot, especially when we had our dip in form. But and I even questioned the mentality. But you gotta say towards I gotta say at the business end of the season, when knowing when the pressure was on, these players have really stepped up, really matters. I feel like that win away at Fulham was the catalyst. That was the catalyst. And since then, we've beaten Everton, we've beaten Liverpool, lost to Newcastle, even though we deserve more from that game. Beating Man U, beating Forest. As a result of that, clinching Champions League football and clinching top four. So you gotta say a massive credit to the players. Anton Maresca was on in his first season as well in the Premier League. You know, he's coming, and he's done a decent job. He's done a great job. You know, there have been times where I've criticised Enzo Maresca where he gets the lineup wrong. You know, the style of play, and all that. It just seems predictable. The lineup in general. So I've criticised Maresca when he gets things wrong, but when he gets things right, I've given him credit. So you know what? Fair play. He has done a decent job. We're back in the Champions League. Just won the trophy. So you gotta say, man, it's been a decent season. If I want to give it a season out of 10, because we got top four, because we won the Conference League, and I'm so glad to see the back end of this competition because we should never ever play that ever again. That's not our standard. But overall, a top four finish and a Conference League title in the bag, I'm gonna say 8.5 out of 10 for the season. Maybe even 9. I wouldn't go higher than 10. I'm just gonna say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for this season. 8 out of 10. So you know what? It's kudos to the players. It's kudos to the manager. You know, Phil Musco is spot on in the second half, and when the pressure was on, these boys delivered when it mattered, and especially yesterday as well. When the pressure was on, they delivered. They delivered when it mattered, and that's fair play to them. A top four finish, a Conference League trophy in the bag. What more can you ask? Now, the manager, the players, we've done our bit. Now, it's over to you, Bodie, Egbali, Winstanley, Stewart, and Lords. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's over to you now. It's over to you now. Because now we won the trophy, and we got Champions League football next season. Maresca now needs to be backed in this summer. Get the players that he wants. He definitely said he wants some experience. So get me quality spine experienced players through the door, and we're ready. Get these players through the door. I don't want to report any links to young potential players and all that, because next season is Champions League. It's Champions League next season. So if we want to become a top club, then we have to take this transfer window so seriously. These directors have got to take this seriously. Get the players that Maresca wants. Let him have his say, and bring these players through the door. Osherman, Gyökeres, anybody. Just get me quality spine players through the door, and we are ready to go. Give me a goalkeeper, give me a defender, a striker, and we are ready to go, because there is no way in hell we are going into next season with the players that we have right now. We know Santos is coming back. We know Kenji Passes is coming in. We know that Estavo is coming in. No, Joao Felix might come back. This is why these directors, these sporting directors, have got to take this I've got to make this transfer window count, and they've got to take it seriously, especially now we're back in Euro's top elite. So the time is now it's now over to you now. It's over to you now. And we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But yeah, all in all, a good end to what's been a decent season. Top 4 and a trophy in the bag. And now obviously we've got to wait till June for Martin to play the World Cup. So but that'll be after international break. So but yeah. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's long in depth, but it was worth it. It felt worth it. So guys, like this video, subscribe. Of course, don't forget, 4 more days. Next Monday. 4 more days until my short film is released. So it's yeah, exciting times, man. So I'm excited. So stay tuned for next Monday, because next Monday is about to be crazy. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Love and God bless.